I am Team 2 Chainz.
Good.
I do not care if cannabis and pot is voted up or voted down, its legalization. That is up to the people. People should make the laws they want. If they want it legalized, it should be legalized. If they want it illegalized, I completely understand that our laws as it pertains to substances are draconian and bizarre. They are bizarre. I can't even get a congener of cannabis called CBD that might help my patients because there's such a moralistic cloud around a drug that's just a chemical that humans relate to, like any other chemical, like nicotine, like alcohol.
Our Twitter followers and our Instagram followers, which I've just seen because they went in on me because they thought I went in on you, all they hear is, oh, yeah, Drew changed. He wants us to smoke pot.
No.
As a clinician,
no, I
as
don't
someone
want them
in the
to smoke
medical
pot.
health field, what you say has a big
thank you for pointing that out.
Deal.
I don't want them to smoke pot.
And
if you had a disease called addiction and your relationship with a particular chemical, fill in the blank chemical, caused you destruction and a horrible life course, I'm interested in helping you. Otherwise, I'm interested in you having a good time. This is a segment we call TMI, if that wasn't already obvious. Too much information. We're sharing too much with people we don't know, especially when it comes to intimate details. Sam, explain why the hashtag not pee. Can't make this stuff up.
Right.
Why not pee is trending?
Well, the women are taking issue with this study, Dr. Drew, that claims that when women expel a lot of fluid, that it is in fact urine. So women have taken to Twitter using this hashtag so that they can share their experiences of female ejaculation.
In a day when women should feel empowered and more comfortable talking about these things, why collapse into shame and discomfort?
It's unfortunately, it almost seems like a default for women at times, and I think even though it's slowly changing, women don't feel necessarily the freedom to explore themselves sexually all the time.
Chanel made a very powerful statement saying that women default to shame and discomfort on these topics, and I think she's right. I think you just go there. But here's what I think. I think that, in fact, that she's on to something there. We're not going to be able to unpack that completely this evening, but I think it's time to be aware that maybe that's your default position, and don't do that. You don't have to do that. You don't have to fall into your default.
I've been reading the tweets all day. You guys are saying, so what? It is affecting them. They don't believe it is urine. So, Dr. Drew, is it urine or is it a different type of fluid?
It's different.
Because you still haven't really answered the question.
I absolutely did. I said it's different in different people. For some women, it's a mix. For some women, it's
okay. So that will make them feel better then.
To have a child put a gun in their mouth and you to say pow pow, you're letting them know that it's okay to shoot yourself. Suicide. We see these children
or
all
other
the time.
people, Karamo.
Yeah,
the child he's literally encouraging the child to shoot the gun into the environment. Oh, this is cool, kid. Pow pow. What would you tell that woman? Would you grab her and shake her?
There has to be other men in America, please.
We have to form these cohesive family units, form lives, commit ourselves to the rearing of children and keeping of violence and handguns away from children, teaching them to be civil members, productive members of society, and people who misbehave like this need to be dealt with accordingly.
When we posted this story this morning, within a half an hour, we had over 500 comments. And even though pythons aren't venomous, boy, some of our viewers are spewing venom.
James Garino is on the phone. His daughter, Alyssa, is right there playing with the python.
She's a snake lover. I mean, she can identify 6 to 7 different species. It's just their passion. And for people to ridicule it, and, it really bothers me.
I am very concerned about this. I certainly don't want anyone else out there trying this. One person doing this is certainly plenty. TLC's controversial new show, My Husband Is Not Gay, and it is our most tweeted story of the night.
I was with women beforehand, and I did not identify as bisexual. I identify now as a gay man. But the thing is that I would never allow a woman to get into a relationship with me and to have a committed relationship, knowing the fact that I, at some point, might go back with a man. That is very hard.
I won't ask you out later then.
Especially the LGBT community should be offended at the calls to take this off the air, and here's why. Weren't we sitting here, Dr. Drew, on your show a couple of weeks ago, up in arms at the fact that Sony was not going to show that movie, The Interview, because some people were offended?
With LGBT people, there are not as many images on television for us to look up to, and especially our children. That's why the suicide rates are so high. So for there to be something that's telling, especially LGBT people in faith-based communities, that there's something wrong with you and that this is the choice, that is wrong, and that's going to cause people to do a lot of damaging and hurtful things.
Time for What the WTF. This segment is precisely what the name suggests. It is the most shocking story of the night, dominating social media. After catching her husband cheating, a wife allegedly chopped off the penis. Do you blame her? 63% say yes, but
37%.
That's a lot.
That's amazing.
That's a lot of people.
First of all, how are you having 5 kids in China? Did she get birth to all 5 kids? Because that would piss you off. If you gave birth to all
Heather,
5
frankly,
kids.
I was not worried about details like that. I was worried about this guy having his penis cut off twice.
Pretty sure the 21-year-old is going to bail on a
she says she's still down.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
that's true. She says she's going to stick around.
Yeah, a dad with 5 kids and doesn't even have a penis. Not a great package.